Hello, my name is Leidy. I'm going to talk about Gabriela Lena Frank, an American composer born in 1972. She was born in California, Berkeley to be exact, and still lives in California in a farm in Boone. She is a daughter of a Peruvian mother and a Jew descendant father. Uh, she has been going to Peru and South America to research about her heritage and compose music based on that. She was born with a moderate to profound hearing loss, and it was discovered when she was about 5 years old. And about 10 years ago, she has been diagnosed with Graves' disease, which has diminished her eyesight. Gabriela Lena Frank's music is being published exclusively by G. Schumer Incorporated since 2003 and has been included in the Washington Post as one of the 35 most significant women composers in history. That was done in August 2017. Based on the need that she found when she was a student, she created an academy, GLFCAM, the Gabriela Lena Frank Creative Arts Academy of Music. And the idea is that she brings a group of people, a group of composers, which will study under her and live all together and brainstorm and compose music that will later be performed. And that brings different cultural backgrounds. Here in the USA is easier because we are so multicultural that she can do that easily, and it would be hard to do it elsewhere. The academy also provides childcare for moms who struggle with finding care for the children, so trying to be inclusive. And when the students leave their cycle, they keep having mentorships with the composers and with her. Based on the need that she found that composers don't usually have that mentorship during the career, during their studies and undergrad and so on, she created these composers for racial equality in the arts, CREA in Spanish, that means believe, in 2019. And the idea is that composers with different cultural backgrounds will have mentors who are also diverse, and so the composers can identify with them. Music as a guideway to politics, identity, and culture. What she thought of being a politician to help change the world, but she found that her best talent is being a composer, and that is the way she tries to change the world and bring conscious about all the world issues. She finds herself with a dilemma when writing her composition and is notating what she hears in her head into the paper. So she usually goes, if she can, go to the symphony musicians and tells her, sweet talks them into doing what she wants, and kind of explains how she wants the music to be performed. And she brings to the music what she has researched about Latin American folklore, incorporating poetry, mythology, and native musical styles into a Western classical framework that is uniquely her own. So she brings all these native figures and styles, but also she brings her own knowledge and what the classical music is used to have, and her pieces are more modern in that way. And one of her inspirations for that is Bela Bartok, who was a nationalist, and she says that she makes her music like herself. She considers herself a mestiza, which is a different cultural backgrounds mixed together. Barcarola Latinoamericana is included in Melville's Dos and was commissioned by Nicola Melville, and it was made to be included in a disc that she did in 2008. And though that disc is about short pieces with a recognizable style of the Americas that would be approachable to play for young advanced level students. Barcarola Latinoamericana, the piece that I'm performing, is a grand fantasy for solo piano, and we can see polyharmony in this piece by split third chords. That means a minor chord while in one hand and the same parallel major chord in another hand. We also can see chordal harmonies, which are harmonies based on fourths. In the beginning of the piece, which is the image that you're going to see, the rhythmic, it doesn't feel like it has a solid beat, so we call that a metric. And also throughout the piece we have a 6/8 beat, a 6/8 time signature, but sometimes it changes to 5/5/8, and that happens all throughout the piece, so we call that a mixed meter. It also has some Andean melodies, like we would hear in the South America, played by the bagpipe or the charango, which are instruments typical for South American music. Gabriela Lena Frank usually writes her own program notes for the pieces she creates. These are the program notes she wrote for Barcarola Latinoamericana.